Welcome back to Nick Lenz's novel reviews. This is episode number 50. Now, what do I have reviewing this one? Well, it's a Star Wars book. Star Wars Battlefront 2 Inferno Squad. Yeah, this book is a little more, it's a bit shorter than some of the other books basically released by Star Wars. Yeah, these books tend to be like 350 to maybe close to 400 pages at times. Like pretty long. This one's only 307 pages. Now, the book starts off like during the events of New Hope with the destruction of the Death Star, and pretty much it's like the Inferno Squad. Basically, they're a group of pilots who actually survived the Death Star because the only confirmed survivor of the Death Star explosion was Vader. And these pilots confirmed, yeah, there were more than one survivor. Basically, this whole squadron of TIE fighter pilots. Yeah, this is what they are. They basically go try and hunt down the rebels, and they run into the people who were followers of Saw Gerrera. Saw Gerrera is mentioned here several times. Unlike the previous novel, Twilight Squadron, this one is a little more interesting than that one is. It doesn't feel a bit disappointing of a story, but because this one is so interesting to read, and the fact this is actually the second canon novel written by Christine Golan, but this is not this one, and Darkness Have not the only Star Wars novel she wrote. According to the authors, I kind of forgot this because it's been a while since I read the series. She also wrote 3 novels of the Fate of the Jedi series, the last official novel series released under the expanded universe before DC bought it back in 2013. She wrote the books Omen, Allies, and Ascension. Yeah, she wrote those books. Of course, she also wrote like a dozen Star Trek novels, including at least several Voyager books. Yeah, she wrote the adaptation of Endgame and the first 4 books to come out that take place right after Endgame. Like the 2 books that pick up right where the series now leaves off, Homecoming and Further Shore, and she also wrote the 2-parter Spirit Walk, which was the first mission of Captain Chakotay as the captain of Voyager. Yeah, but it's a good novel. A lot of stuff happens over the course of a period of time. Yeah. So, not much else to say about this novel, but it's just that it's really good. I don't want to spoil too much of it. Just that, oh yeah, at one point the first squadron actually joins Saw Gerrera's Parson, I think it's how you pronounce the name. Yeah, they briefly join them and then they leave them. They go on various missions in here, but if they want to turn this particular, if they want to bring these characters back, the leader by far is a woman. Yes, the leader of the squadron is a woman, as seen by the cover. Yeah, that is a woman. Which is interesting though, because if this came back in the set, if this was a story that basically, now a lot of the time we see Star Wars, a lot of the time the leader of these squadrons tend to be men. Even in the Empire, basically, a lot of the time, a lot of squadrons, heck, even admirals are all men. In the original expanded universe, there was one female admiral. One. It was Admiral Dala, I think her name is. She was one Thrawn's lover, and that's the reason why she got the promotion to admiral. Currently, there are no female admirals in the Imperial Navy. Nope, there is none. As a matter of fact, a lot of positions pre-Disney buying it, a lot of the positions were held by men. Heck, currently right now in shows like Rebels, a lot of positions are held by women, which, hey, you at least got to praise advancement basically of how society deals with stuff. Like in Rebels, a current governor basically is a woman. The only time I can think of, first time I can think of in Star Wars where a leader of a world, or at least a political leader, is a woman, aside from Mon Mothma, basically because she was leader of rebellion, basically during the Old Republic days, the first one I could think of was Queen Amidala from Episode 1. Yeah, she was the first one. So you have queens, but as for like governors, well, a lot of the time they tend to be men. But in the case of Rebels, it had 2 female governors in that show. But yeah, pretty good novel. I'm gonna give this an 8.5 out of 10. It's pretty good. Despite the fact I don't remember even though I just recently read this, I don't remember any of the characters' names, but it is an interesting novel. I do praise it for that. Alright, that's it for this episode. Stay tuned for the next episode, which is going to be a Star Trek novel. Yep, it'll be episode 51 when I get a chance to, okay? But the next video I'm recording right after this is my next comic corner. Yep. So I'll tell you my next video. Bye.